Well, all right, y'all. All across the USC, Compton, Watts, Bay to LA, Pomona, California, from valley to valley, we represent that killer Cali. So if you keeping it real on your side of your town, you tune in to Gangster Chronicles. Ew.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Ew.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.
You're now tuned into the real MC8, Big James, and Big Steel.
This is strictly from the streets.
Hello.
We represent the J's.
But like he said, going back to it, it's the authenticity, man. People know when stuff is real, I guess. You know what I mean?
It's kind of different, like especially with Criminal and 8, because they out there. I'm talking about out there rapping in front of a gang of people. Not only the guys, it's the women. And I know a lot of pussy came your way. And just like being on out there with Suge and them, pussy was coming and bitches wanted to get on the bus just because you're associated with it. And by him being him and all of those guys, they had 5-6 women at their motherfucking room before motherfucker even got off the elevator. So, I mean, it has its perks, but, you know, goddamn. You know, they don't get the time to just relax, unwind. Like you say, you ready to, you know, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people don't understand that part. But other than that, man,
I didn't like to do too much mingling in the club scene with the, you know, not to be a tight or try to, you know, avoid the fans, but I never liked to hanging out at the clubs after the shit was done.
No.
I'm the type of motherfucker, as soon as I'm done with the last song on stage, I'm off the stage and I'm straight to the car.
Well, you know what I learned, man, because I used to go over to London a lot. And when I was performing and stuff, I would go over to London and all these other little, you know, remote places. And you've been to London before, right? You know, they clubs is down in basements and they're real small. So it used to trip me out. I went in this one spot out there. It's like you walk down some stairs and you really like in a basement. And it's like the room was about 2 of these rooms maybe. So when you go up on stage, the stage only this big and everybody right there in your face. And you know in England they use them pokers. I was seeing, I don't know, I had this one song, man, whenever it would come on. And we did the MTV bass tour over there for MTV, one of their little stations over there. Every show I did that song at, man, motherfuckers was in that motherfucker getting jugged. So I'm up there doing my shit, and motherfuckers just start shanking each other. To this day, I don't know what the fuck that was about. I'm like, what the hell?
That's some new shit for me.
Me having a song, but they crazy over there, just different places. So with you traveling overseas and stuff, man, I don't know if we could talk about this, man. I know you married now, right? You happily married.
Big time.
But you wasn't at that time, though, right?
I've been with my lady for years.
Okay, so we gonna skip that.
I ain't even gonna talk about that.
We get up off of that, man. So,
still trying to get a homie caught up out here.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do that. That's why I asked.
Still so curious. He wants to know. We can cut them segments out the show.
Yeah, we can talk about that afterwards. You know what I mean? But you seen like in Japan. I know you had a following in Japan because me and last time I was out there with glasses, y'all must have been following behind us because I saw all kind of Mr. Criminal posters everywhere. I said, be a glass, like, look at the homie, he got it popping.
Yeah.
He doing bigger venues than you, glasses.
Yeah.
And so we was just, you know, out there chilling, dog. When you saw that reception overseas, man, how did that make you feel? Is that when you, like, that kind of trip you out a little bit?
Man, it does every single time. It has since the first time I toured overseas to, like, right before the coronavirus started.
Do you feel the fan base or the connection to fans overseas sometimes is better than at home?
Absolutely, because in LA and cats out here, they're too uptight. Motherfuckers is too hard to give them props. Motherfuckers is like, oh, he ain't from my body, he ain't from my hood. I'm gonna show love, but from a distance. I can't be too on them like that. Cats overseas, they don't give a fuck. They don't got that pride. They ain't from a different neighborhood. They don't got that pride, nothing. It's just about the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they don't give a fuck. You see motherfuckers looking like they're ready to come out their fucking panties and shit and their man and shit. It's like, what the hell happened to you, homie? You have a little bit of pride, homie. You got some nuts between them legs, you know, but it's crazy. It's just a crazy.
Yeah, I've learned the fan base is a little more extreme. Not to say that you don't get love from home.
Yeah.
You know, because let's face it, you know, a lot of what has happened here is what got us to that you know, that ladder to climb.
Yeah.
The fans that we have here at home. But it's just something about being overseas. I don't know if it's the acceptance of hip hop or whatever it is that they feel, the rebellion or whatever. But it seems like it's a little more appreciated. You know what I'm saying? When you go over there, and not to say you can't go to clubs or concerts here and people don't sing the words to your songs and there, but you just get that extra excitement, I guess, when you head overseas.
Yeah, it's a little bit more extra, because I'm going to tell you, in Japan, England, and Ireland, those places, I think, like he said, they got a different appreciation, because they ain't trying to be hard. You got to remember, every motherfucker over here trying to rap. Everybody over here trying to do what you do, so you got 50 niggas in the audience. 2 of them might be really fans that came to enjoy the show, but you got 48 other motherfuckers looking like, man, I'm realer than he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they just standing back there just trying to be hard. It's like, loosen up, you paid your money to get in this motherfucker, have some fun.
That's different though, dog. That's here. You have motherfuckers don't like your hood. You have motherfuckers that looking at you and just like, oh, fucking me, think you this and that. When you go out of state and overseas, they don't know who you are. They just love your music. It's totally different.
Why we get that, James? Why we get that shit?
California has a tendency to motherfucking pick and choose what they want to fuck with and how they fuck with it.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if they fucking, if there's a gangster out there rapping and he from the other side is already uptight.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of motherfuckers getting along and getting together and embracing shit, we gotta fight.
I mean, we've all had to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
You wake up one morning, you check your little social media, and it's just a motherfucker from nowhere. Don't know you from like, and sometimes I have to question myself, and I have to go into a nigga's DM and be like, do you know me? I'm like, motherfucker, you just woke up just hating on a nigga just from, nigga, fuck your music. Just fuck what you about. And nigga, oh, nigga, you ain't a G. You left out the G because the G ain't in you. And all this, just niggas doing their little shit. And I'll be like, do you know me? Like, because you just woke up today just like, you just said fuck 8 today and just woke up. They get all on your Instagram lives and you see a motherfucker pop in and be like, hey, man, fuck you. They'll be like, man, what happened today? But so I'm just trying to figure out why we get that. Why we just get random niggas who just wake up, just like perfect example, the motherfucker at the football game. Yeah. You don't know me for shit. Mm-hmm. You just see me walking up and down the sideline, being the father, supporting, and then all of a sudden you just turn around and go, "Fuck you, homeboy, get up out of here." I'm like. So it questions me sometimes where the natural hate for motherfuckers come from. You know what I'm saying? I know you've been through it. We've all been through the scenario of you don't do nothing for the hood. You don't do nothing for the hood. You don't do nothing. It just puzzles me how motherfuckers just wake up with natural fucking hate. And most of the time, you don't even know me, motherfucker, from what you see on a record or a video. That's all you know.
But hate comes from when you moved on and you don't recognize him over there on the corner no more because you're doing your thing. Half of these cats don't understand what grown up means or I grew up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You could be you're still a gangster no matter, this shit is still in you, but I just don't get down like that no more. Half of the homies ain't got no motherfucking wives, ain't got no kids, because penitentiary is all their fucking life. When they see anything about you or anything that's off on your dress code, they gonna take off on it. Motherfuckers act like bitches too. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And they only hate because they see themselves in a position but can't get to that position. Mm-hmm. And where you at, it outshines a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. And you have hating motherfuckers out there. I don't give a fuck, black, brown, white, I don't care. Mm-hmm.
No, it ain't no color lines in it.
It's on every block.
I think to chime in on that, it also goes back to I can speak on real motherfuckers like us that really from the soil. Like I'm really from my body. We all really from where we from.
Right.
We obviously got enemies. We obviously got people that we done had funk with. So they got it's a small world. Everyone knows that you got cousin, uncle, something that's related. So I also feel that percentage comes for that from some shit that we might have possibly did. Some of our homies did. We're always gonna get that natural hate where they see us pop up and it's like, oh, this motherfucker's alive. Shit, this motherfucker done shot my homie. I'm gonna come in here and hate and side bust in a way that I just makes this fucking shit look stupid online because they ain't got another way to get at you. They didn't handle it back then in the streets, so they trying to do it online. I know that for a fact that's some of the shit I be going.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Just like a female get mad at you, she got a kid by you.
The
only thing she can do is call child support and get you caught up.
Jay said, she gonna call on your motherfucking ass.
I mean, everything has its ups and downs to it, but just like Criminal said, that's pretty much it. We've all done attacked or done something or something happened to us where at the end of the day in the back of our minds we don't forget the shit. You know what I'm saying? So especially when they see you out there shining, they automatically hate. You know what I'm saying? But it take a real motherfucker to keep pushing and do what he do.
Yeah.
Because if you bite into his bullshit, you must believe that shit. Or it's gonna fuck you up. Fuck biting into that shit. If you ain't physically in front of me with the bullshit, it don't matter. It don't matter. You can hit me on Instagram, do whatever the fuck you want. Because you're gonna get a lot of that shit. That's why I don't look at none of that shit. Because I get mad.
Yeah, and you getting mad at the motherfucker that's somewhere in his basement. You don't know where these motherfuckers at.
Straight up.
So you just by you even wasting energy for that, it ain't like you can find this motherfucker. You ain't gonna never find them. They don't come outside.
Right.
That's what I always say. It's like whenever I see shit like that, I'm like, motherfucker, show up to my show. I'm everywhere, homie. I ain't hard to find. You ain't gonna show up to my show, and 9 times out of 10, if they do, they're gonna be in line in the VIP. They paid extra money to come get me.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It be motherfuckers, man. Like this shit is surprising as a motherfucker. Like, if you was able to really go find who these motherfuckers is, you would laugh when you found it. You was like, I'm not doing it. And it's like, you get it from people, man. What's crazy is people that you might have came up with, dog, for some reason, they feel like your success is their success. And it goes to an extreme. I ain't talking about the homie that want to come in and say, let me make the t-shirts that's going to contribute something. It's always the motherfucker that don't have nothing to offer. He's not going to bring them to the table, but he feel like you supposed to just bring him along. It's like, for what? You just can't come. Like, it costs money to bring a motherfucker with you.
Yeah.
I learned that shit the first time I went to England.
Well, you get a lot of that when it comes from like my man was saying. You get a lot of that when you come from where we come from.
Yeah.
You get a lot of, what have you done, or what can you do, or what are you gonna do, and like for me, I had to transition out of that wanting to bang for the hood, even though I was making records in the beginning. Like you said, everything was about the hood still. So you have to learn how to transition yourself from that to being that business grown-up man or whatever. But I know, like I said, we've all had to come from that. What have you done? Or a motherfucker put me on and ain't got shit to contribute. Right. I ain't got shit to contribute, but we from the sandbox, my nigga. So we from the sandbox. So like I say, I used to get hit up with, we need guns, we need dope.
You put all in a
we need guns and we need dope. That's what we need. Fuck some rap shit, fuck some beats and shit, and going on tour and videos, nigga. We need guns and we need dope. That's what you can contribute. So it's a high stress and risk factor.
That's some shit you supposed to have if you a street motherfucker anyway. You gotta have a heat. I ain't looking for now, motherfucker. Give me a gun. I kept a pistol.
Exactly.
I got one. I ain't asking nobody to give me shit. But being successful and being out there, being from the hood, the homies ought to respect that 100. Bam. The homies know who I'm fucking with, or my ride or dies. The rest of I can't take the whole hood. The whole hood went with me.
Exactly.
My journey was with that motherfucker, and that motherfucker. Them the ones I'm loyal to. Just because you homies don't mean you gotta be, are you loyal to everybody 100.
Finally get a chance